Well, good evening, my dear friends. This time both from YouTube and Twitch, although I'm not sure if any of my old Twitch followers, I still have 176, but I've been not streaming on Twitch for like 1.5 years or something, maybe even 2 years, so I don't know if any of them is online, but hello, so nice to see you all. I have to get used to all of this, and I have to make sure everything works and stuff, so I hope everything will be okay, but we have to see about that. But good evening, Firelion, Quirky, Kevin, Saskia, Ara. Did I miss anybody? I don't... Edge, of course. Edge, hello. So yeah, it's already nice and cozy in chat, and if you're watching, feel free to mingle in. They don't bite, they're all nice and sweet people. And it's interesting. Does my YouTube work as well? Yes, it says it's working. Twitch is working. I can see the game. And, well, this time we're going to play Foundation again. One of the founding games of this channel, I think. Together with Ostrift. That's what I did a lot of work on in the beginning. And let's see, we're just going to have some fun with this game. If there's any audio issues, like the music is too loud or whatever, feel free to let me know, of course. And I will try to keep up with chat. Well, we'll have to see how things go. Did you see my comment from my other channel earlier? In the chat right here, your comments from the other chat where you had another icon like Patmos, this is my backup if I need remote me. Okay, yes, I've read that right now. Actually, I'm just going to do that right now before we get started. So you have the add as a moderator. There you go. There you are. That channel should now also be a moderator, Kevin, in case there is an issue whatsoever. And before I can get started, lots of new people popping in. Hello, Hiradev. Hello, Roadhog. Hello, Cooper. So nice to have you all here. Good to see you all. And, well, let's jump into the game to also start having some fun, of course. But, oh, it's so lovely and nice to see all of you. I mean, I can already see 13 people watching on YouTube, 11 likes, that's amazing. 2 viewers on my Twitch already, wow, it's like I've never been away. So thank you all so much for being here and spending your precious time with me. I can see Kevin is getting all excited, shouting in chat, as I am going to load up a brand new game. And as you can see, here we have a created map in the map generator. I've been playing around with this, and I think this is a nice map. We have a big river, so there should be some fish. We have a big island that we can settle on, and we have some nice flat bits of land and some hillsides. So I thought this would be a very nice place to get started in. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's confirm this map. That will be it. If you want to play on exactly the same map, you have to input this code into your own Foundation game, and maybe work a bit on the sliders, but you can just pause the game right here and then get the same map going. And when I confirm this, you can see all the mods I have enabled. In this game we're going to play with 6 mods, so here we go. We have the Foundation extended building functions, we have extra decorations, we have an extended storage. Instead of 100 units each, we can store 200 units each. We have a lot of medieval themed decorations. We get stone gates and buildings and stuff. And automated fencing. If you remember from my last game, when you place a fence around like a grain field or something, you had to place it one bit at a time. And now we can just make it one big fence and build it quickly. Those are the mods. The list is also in the description on the YouTube channel, so you can get it out there to see which mods we're playing with. You can also see that I installed them yesterday, so I haven't played around with it much, just a little bit to get the hang of it. But, well, this is what we're going to start with, so let's go. And while the game is loading up, I can read the chat. Hello, how is everybody? Having some internet problems. Sorry to hear that, Firelion. Hope you can fix that, or that it gets fixed, and that you can watch the stream. But, hey, we're happy to have you here, hopefully for a long time. And, yep, here at F2 Roadhog's advisor made another channel. Smart move. How's your channel, Roadhog? Is everything working fine again? Or still some hiccups and stuff? Hope everything is fixed and everything will work out as you want it to work out. As we can see, a new beginning. After a long journey throughout the realm, your people finally reached new lands. Your lands. Territories You were asked to settle for reasons of your own. Your villagers await your command. Wow. They're not soldiers or anything. They're eager to advise your first step if you require so. Well, let's get the advices. That's fine. Your first territory. The first piece of advice comes from the eldest of your villagers. So who's the eldest in chat? Might be Cooper. So this advice comes from Cooper. He suggests you consider basic needs when settling down. Berries for your people, stone and wood for your construction efforts. The rest will find its way. Alright, let's put this advice into practice. So we need stone, wood and berries. Now, of course, I know all about this game, so I know that stuff. But for those that don't, or are new to the game, that's why I'm doing this. Let's take a little look of the land. Here we go. We can see the... this is the edge of the land. This is not water. This is the edge of the map. So here we are right on the edge. We have some hills here, some mountains here where there might be resources in. We have a lot of water, more mountains. We can see berry and stone deposits all over the map. So that's good. Here we have some more deposits that are useful. So it might be good to start in an area where we can expand to those. Here we have this little hilltop site. It's quite large. I think this could hold a fort or maybe a monastery or something. This is also a nice island. That could be nice to get some stuff on. So we'll have to see how that goes. And, well, let's see. This is also an interesting area where we can expand, but we have no mountains close. Well, we do have a small island, though. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to settle there. This is a nice area, but it's a bit too far out. I think I'm going to go somewhere here. At least there's a lot of water here, which would be nice. See some fish there, that's good. I think this one gives us a good opportunity. We can expand this way. Or maybe this one is even better. No, we're going to start with this one. We have to not make it ourselves too easy, of course. So let's get started. We bought this land now, and there it is. We should get another advice. Advice, planting your village center. Alright, well, let's place our village center then. Let's see, je mist toch al zeker eentje in het centrum die heel veel kan betekenen voor je. Ooh, Ara says, I'm already missing an important mod that could mean a lot to me. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I guess in the end there's a ton of mods, but this is my first experience with mods and installing them and making sure that they work. So I was already quite happy that I managed to do this. And since I have never used any mods, I don't really know what the good mods are. So that's why I just got started with these. Where should we get the village center? Yeah, I think somewhere out here. Let's go right there. Let's build this. There we are. Look at that. We have a nice bunch of people here. How many people do we have? Well, you know what? Let's pause the game for a second. We have some people here. We have Alfred, Anglesia, Bernardo, Arnebald, Gundlach. Nice. Well, a lot of stuff we don't have yet, so we don't have to concern ourselves with. We have to get a village aspiration soon, but that's for later. Organize work. The second piece of advice comes from a young, enterprising villager. Who's young in chat? Who's young? I don't know. Don't think I have any young people in chat. Yeah, Fireline probably. Rather than simply letting everyone fend for themselves, she suggests you organize laborers in workplaces, builders in their workshops, woodcutters at their lumber camp, berry gatherers in their hut, and so on. Okay. Well, there we go. Let's build a builder's hut. Now, this will be the area where we're going to build most. So let's get a builder's hut. Oops, there we go. Out somewhere here. Let's... well, right there should be a good spot. Let's get it ready. Let's get 2 builders in at the start. So let's see. All these mods are going to make the base game disappointing. I don't know. The base game is pretty good. So that should not be too much of a problem. Alright, we placed our village center. We've placed a workshop. Let's unpause. Come on, did I unpause? Yes, I unpaused. Alright, there we go. We now got the lumber camp. You can already place some fencing, which is nice. It's actually also good looking fencing, I'd say. Let's build a lumber camp up here. That should already do the trick. Then let's get the extraction on. Because we have to get rid of all the trees out here. I actually want to get rid of the trees around the village center first. Because that's where the village has to be. We also have to get the berries soon. So let's already incorporate that. So we have to get these stones. Basically, let's just get all the trees out that we want to get. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Oh, Cooper's probably telling jokes already. I was at a dock yesterday. He asked if I had an allergy when he saw my legs. Yeah, cat climbing allergy, I answered. That's nice, that's nice. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, well, we got started. We have a few berries, we have some cloth, we have some wood and some tools. Now things have to just get going. Well, this worker is collecting stuff, bringing it to the lumber camp, and then they can build it, which is a good thing. Can't build anything else because we are playing with the quests on. So yeah, that goes a bit slow, but it also gives us time to talk to Chad and stuff like that. And then let's see. Hey, thank you for your subscribe, Wayne Zoda. Zoda, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Very sorry about that. And, oh, it says now Gamer and Stoner. Nice. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Wow, it's getting busy in here. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. If I pronounce your name wrong, I'm very sorry. Please correct me. I'll try to do better. How is Wayne doing? And how is Gamer and Stoner doing? Gamer and Stoner. That's cryptic. Well, I guess you play games, but do you also build stuff out of stones, or you just build walls, or what do you do? Alright, extraction complete. So now we already did the extraction one. Your first extraction zone. Well, we already have that. We have to now gather food, produce berries. Alright, let's get going. We need we don't need a forester yet. You can get that one later. That should be fine. Alright, let's get 2 gathering huts. There's quite a few mods I already saw that get into the whole idea of making sure that you get extra berries and stuff out, but I didn't really want to mess with that. I think the amount of berries and stuff should be a little bit of a challenge. It should not be too easy. So yeah, I think this is the way it's set up. It's actually pretty good, so we're not gonna play with that too much. I'm good. Thanks for asking, man. Oh, no problem, no problem. Welcome in chat here. Hope you have a good time. Feel welcome. Of course, everybody's welcome. He smokes herbs. Well, I guess if you do smoke certain herbs, then you can come up with a lot of interesting names, I guess. But I don't know about that. I've never smoked any herbs. I just wanted to have a unique name. Well, that worked out. That worked out. That's why it's a very unique name. Nice. Hope you're well. Yep, I'm well. Thank you for asking. I'm doing fine. Our little girl's asleep now. Wifey's at work. She'll be home probably when the stream ends. So that's cool. We can talk a bit. And then go to sleep for another day. Alright, they're building the first gathering hut. I don't think we can build the granary yet. No. No granary yet, so we have to wait for that. Now, of course, we can move this village into multiple direction. If you know the game, then you might know that we can have different focuses. We can focus more on the clergy, the laborers, or the kingdom. So if you already have ideas about that, and ideas about which way I should go and should focus, please let me know. So that I can work towards that. So if you're like, I want to go with the church first, then let me know and stuff like that. So feel free to share your thoughts on that. Alright, I've already unlocked the warehouse because we're going to need that later. And we also should probably now get the granary, right? Gathering. Oh no, I have to gather food first. We can also gather fish now already. So maybe, might not be a bad idea to actually set up a fishing hut. Now, for those that remember, in the old days, you were able to place this backwards, and then you could not catch a fish at all. Right now, that's fixed, as you can see, so you have to place it right. But in the early days, you could turn that backwards, and that was interesting. All right, we have one fishing source there, so let's build a fishing hut already. We have the wood for it, so why not? That should be good. And let's see, I like games more than herbs. Well, no judgment here. I mean, everybody should do in their lives what they want. So if you like herbs, that's fine too. But good to know you like games more. You have this game. Do you enjoy this game? My doctor actually recommended I get some herbs for the pain. I fell off my chair. Well, it's. I think a lot of people actually use medicinal way herbs for pain medication and stuff. So that might actually work, Edge. Are you going to try that out? Or it's actually quite common, but a lot of people don't know it if you're not in the loop with that, if you're not being busy with that. Happiness. Now that you are organized your laborers, you can see that their needs and happiness. Make sure they have access to fresh water and housing. As for food, you will first need people to store and distribute the berries they collected. From there, your village will have everything to welcome its first wave of immigrants. Very nice. So we have to build a granary now, which I'm going to build relatively close to the... This area should be for the village center, so probably place it somewhere here then. That is not too close to the village center. Although, yeah, it could be good because we built the market around here. They don't have so far to walk, which is nice. You have to get a granary, a transporter, and then berries. Ooh, we got the stonecutters camp. Let's get that going. Now, if you wonder what that dirty-looking brown circle is around this building, you don't see on other buildings, that's the area that will generate noise pollution and stuff, and people don't want to live in those areas. So if you have buildings with this brown on, you can see it with the lumber camp as well, it will start to generate noise pollution and stuff, and people won't like that, so they won't desire to live there. You can also see that if you build too close to each other, the circle gets bigger. So there's a accumulated impact on that. So make sure that you place your buildings in such a way that your houses are far away from that. So, let's see. I'm probably missing some things in chat. It's quite busy, and the program that I'm running, I actually should put it up this, but it's quite large, so I don't see that many chat messages in my screen right now. I probably have to change that a bit or whatever, but if you would be so kind... I've now changed it to the compact mode and that works. That helps. Alright, now I can see a lot more. I don't know, Mom has issues with it, but at this point I'm ready to try anything. Still debating, don't need a med card for it, so maybe. Well, you know, first thing I guess is you're the one in need, so if you really need a pain relief, then go get it. And of course the objections are... Why is somebody objecting? Is it like on moral grounds or something? I think you should just make up your own mind and do what you need and what feels good for you and what helps you. Let's see. Donnie, good to see you. How are you? I don't really like this chat mode, by the way, that I see now, because I can't see any of your icons anymore and stuff, so I can't even make out who's who. So this is better. How are you, Donnie? Hope all is well. Hope your stream went well yesterday. Let me see. Yes, by the way, I wish you tried Distant Worlds too, because I like your gameplay style. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Or Songs of Six. Yeah, that's a little bit different, but I have it on my wish list now. Maybe I'll get it at some point. But from what I've seen, it might not be completely up my alley, but we'll see. Distant Worlds 2. Can you explain a little bit about the game, as I'm going to write that one down right now. I have to check it out. Distant Worlds 2. Of course, I always am interested in new games and trying out new games and stuff like that. But as you might know, I also have a very long list of games I want to try and have to try and stuff. So... sometimes I'm just trying to do too much, and then it's not very good for quality and things like that of my videos. So trying to pace myself a little bit and make sure that I can actually make some good stuff. We're going to speed this game up a little bit, by the way, so that we can get to the market and such. But yeah, I'm definitely willing to give it a good look and see if I can plan it in at some point, if it's something that suits me. So thanks for the tip. It's like Stellaris. Do you know that? Yeah, I know Stellaris. I've played it in the beginning. It was really nice. But at some point, I didn't play for a while. And then it got really complex. And I haven't really gotten back into it. And now it's actually quite hard to get into. When I played it, like when it came out, quite a few of the really basic features were quite different in how they worked, so I have to really get into it to get it again. But I've written it down, Distant Worlds 2, and I will take a look at it. So thanks for the tip, that's appreciated. In my opinion, it has much more room to improve itself than Solars. Ah, nice. Let's see if I catch on everything. It's possible to see the stream later tomorrow. Yes, it is. These streams will be up and running always, so no worries. I usually don't take them down. I only took down the test streams because there was nothing in it. But yeah, you can watch anytime. If you have to go or something, no problem. You have to go anywhere, Saskia. Yeah, everything that I usually stream doesn't go anywhere. I'll just leave it on YouTube. The only thing is that right now, while I'm streaming, I turn off the ads, so we won't be interrupted by ads. After the stream, I turn on the ads, so people that watch afterward will get an ad every now and then, and I can make a tiny bit of money out of that, which I hope to enjoy. Alright, we should be making some stones now soon. And then we can start to finally finish the granary. We've made 4 stones now, so that should work. That's good. Can we already buy a free territory? No, 0 free territories to redeem. I wish we could get an extra territory, but I don't think it will take very long. We should get that at some point. Hey, Catherine, good to see you. How are you today? Just mine for the lowest price possible. Oh yeah, I saw you type that the new CPU came out. So Donnie, are you actually really moving forward with getting a new computer, or not yet? I've had a restaurant and finished my food, so I will leave to go home. Oh, nice. What did you have? Nice. Hope it was good. Well, I'll be on for at least another 1.5 hours, so I don't know how far you went with the restaurant. But if you're home, I'll probably still be there. And I feel really honored that even in a restaurant you're watching my stream. That's so nice and so sweet. Thank you so much. And wish you a safe trip home, of course. But maybe I'll just be there when you're back. This will mainly be just the beginning of Foundation, so not a lot of differences from other games, because hey, we're just working on getting stuff ready and going. Alright, we accumulated food. Painting houses. Villagers want to build their houses close to their needs. Alright, we have to define a residential area and buy a new territory. Nice. We have 1 free territory. Well, that's going to be this one, next to the village center, so that's good. We can now tell them where they can actually build a house. Where can they build a house? That's the biggest question, actually. Let's pause for a second so they won't build straight away. I think we can designate this area for housing now. Not too close to the market, though, because... Or not too close to the village center, because I want to build a market there. I think we can do the same out here for a bit. So let's tell them that this area is up for grabs. This... lumber camp will be removed later on anyway, so that's okay. Alright, so on pause. Now they can start to build their own houses. Should be 10 wood a house. So, yeah, we're gonna need quite a bit of wood, but... well, we'll see. Is Ethiopian food, chicken and tatis, potatoes. Nice. Not opiates. Potatoes. Yeah. Don't you guys agree if Foundation had a military battle system would be way better? Well, you know, that's a matter of opinion. And for those that are interested in having a military system, like in Manor Lords, for instance, where you can draft your population and then go on with it, I think if you're into it, then yes, it's missing that, because this does not have a very clear military system. Of course, you can hire soldiers, you can send them on missions, but you don't have to do anything with that, and everything happens off map. To me personally, that is excellent, because I love this system. I'm not a fighter. I don't want to do all the fighting and stuff. That's one of the things that's holding me back in Manor Lords. Firstly, of course, because the battle system is completely broken in Manor Lords and they haven't still fixed it. But it's also just not what I want to do. I want to build a nice town and not be out there fighting. So what I do like in Manor Lords, of course, that you have the option to turn it off. So that's nice. But I do know that they are still working on their military system, and in the next update, that should be one of the updates where the whole military system gets quite a bit of a rework. So, You should read up on that in Foundation. Maybe that's more to your liking, but they are going to revamp the whole military system. Maybe Ara knows more about it. So maybe he can help you out. But that's what I've read, so... Alright, let's start on the market so we can start selling some of our goods. Let's already start with 2 stalls, because we also have fish already, I believe. Let's build. Alright, I'm very sorry people, I'm trying to keep up with chat as well, but chat's going quite quickly. Yeah, how are your preparations going? It's not about the violence, but about the fun. Well, that's the nice thing about games and stuff. Everybody can have fun in their own way, and there's a game for everyone. There's a lot of games for everyone, I think. So yeah, if you are enjoying a city builder with fighting, then go to Manor Lords. If you enjoy a city builder without fighting, go to Ostriv, go to Foundation and stuff. All is good, but for me personally, I like the military system it has in this game. I would like to have more options, like to have guard patrolling the town and stuff like that. That would be awesome, that you just see your soldiers patrol the town. You can set up patrol routes or build a castle and have them patrol the walls or something. But I don't really want to be involved in the fighting. I like the system where I just send them off on an adventure. They come home with the loot and they have to heal up every now and then. I like that system, but that's personal, so no judgment there. It's just we all have different things that we want to have and see, and that's good. That's fine. We should cherish our differences, so that's good. Yeah, dan ben jij Ara. Ara asks if there wasn't a prize for who has the most hours in Foundation, and I bet Ara will win that. So yeah, there's no prize for that. Sorry. Alright, we have our well. That's good. That means that we now have water for the people. That should get the happiness up. At least the water need. And then as soon as the market is done, we will get the food need up. The housing need will soon be resolved when all the houses are done. So that's good. That's good. I like that. Oh, nice. Yeah, looking forward to the pictures of the fair and all your stuff, Catherine. That would be so amazing. All should be amazed with your craft ladyship. It's always so weird to say craftsmanship because you're not a man. Hey, Trouble, good to see you. Man, the Lords looks fine for now. Unfortunately, it takes so much time for the games to be really good nowadays. It does, it does. But that's also because they just bring them out way too early to already start pumping in money and stuff like that. It is such an expensive business right now that they have to do that, I guess. But there's so many games that just get brought out not even being ready to nearly be brought out. So that's one of the issues. But hey, it's interesting. The internet works again. Just need a restart. Okay, Fire Lion. Glad the internet works again. If you like big scary spiders, try Satisfactory. I do try Satisfactory, and I love all the kittens that I see. And I'm in passive mode, so I don't have to fight them, luckily. What's the difference between a drunk and a stoner? The drunk will run a stop sign. The stoner will wait for it to turn green. Probably. How's Trouble doing this day? I'm fine here, thank you. Alright, it's time that we get some immigrants in, but we have to get happiness up to 100, so this market stall needs to be ready. Oh wait, it's ready. We now need a worker in here, but yeah, we have a free worker. Nice. Okay, well then all should be good, because then the berries should be floating in, and then it should all be fine. And then once the berries are in, we can sell them. And he's now getting the berries, and then we should get up to 100% and get our first immigrants in. Very nice, looking forward to that moment. Yep, very true, Rodok. Here's a place for everyone, so don't worry. I hope you don't discriminate me. Never. We don't do that here. It's everybody's welcome here. Everybody is good as you are. We can all have different thoughts, beliefs, whatever. That's fine. Sometimes we can talk about them, although we don't talk about politics in here because that usually just does not turn out to be very healthy and stuff. So let's just not go there, because we're here for a gaming experience. But yeah, we're just here to have fun, to enjoy, and also enjoy from each other's lives. Like Catherine, she's an amazing crafts lady. She does very well, makes amazing stuff, and we all enjoy watching her post videos about it or share pictures of all the stuff that she made. Donny Danger, Trouble... Great streamers, have great channels. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. If you're into fighting, you should definitely check out Donny's channel. If you're into seeing him die, then even more, go check him out. Just go check out Trouble's channel as well. So we were here for other streamers, other gamers. We're just a nice place for everybody. Something comes up and you want to talk about something, that's always fine. So everybody can be in here, no problem, no problem. Waiting for the aliens. Now, which aliens do you want then? I mean, if you get the aliens from the film Alien, I don't know if that's so good, but... oh well. A business-minded villager suggests you establish a trade route with your closest neighbor, Northbury. They will let you sell resources for profit and buy the ones you can't produce. You should start with planks, since Northbury need those. Alright, we'll do that. We'll get some planks. Alright, we should get immigrants now, which is nice. Oh, not yet. Food's not solved yet, I think. So yeah, we will be getting them shortly, so that would be nice. Donnie has been to the other side so often he's taking on a second job as a tour guide. Well, Donnie's always coming back from heaven, so I'm starting to think heaven must not be a nice place because he doesn't want to be there. He wants to die again instead of live in heaven, so I don't know. I'm not so sure about heaven. Like a smart civilization, but a little bit closer to reality, not the movies. Nice, nice. Well, I just try to enjoy my life here and make something of it, which works out great with all of you here in my chat and all the fun that we can have here. So thank you very much. I hope you all will keep enjoying this. I know I do. And if there's anybody watching on Twitch, welcome, welcome. Feel welcome. If you want to engage with the other people right now, you should probably head over to YouTube because, hey, that's where everybody is chatting. But welcome, welcome. Hope you'll enjoy it. And of course, thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the likes. It's much appreciated. It really helps out the channel. So thank you. Hope you enjoy games as much as me. It's always hard to compare, but yes, I enjoy games a lot. So it might be just as much as you. All right, let's get an extra wood chopper because we need more wood. Then we get them in here too. Probably is a good idea to set up some lumber industry up here for a while because there's a lot of trees there that we can chop. And then the lumber industry is straight out of the way. But if we at some point can buy another zone... Oh, it's only 125. Oh, this is interesting. Because I want to get a wood industry up. And this might actually be quite a good area to do that. Same with the stone. Alright, I'm going to buy this zone and we're going to start setting up a proper wood industry. What does a proper wood industry look like for me? Well, that is at least 2 of these wood choppers. Oops, I forgot to hold shift. So let's do another one. We'll join them in together. That's fine. I don't mind. And then we build a lumber can or a sawmill with it. Let's first get onto the extraction so we can extract all of these trees later on. Ooh, and we have some extra berries here we can take out at some point. That's all very nice. Let's get going. Probably should focus on the sawmill first. We'll probably get 2 at some point, but we'll start off with 1. Let's build. And let's prioritize that one, because we need the sawmill to get everybody to do what they need to do. More houses will be built soon. We have 1 worker free. Let's get an extra builder for now. That should work. Alright, let me keep my eyes on chat. How do you guys do the answer somewhere with the @ You just type @ and then start typing the name of the person that you want to type in. Then YouTube should already fill it in. You just hit enter. And then you see... You can tag somebody, basically. And to that person, it will light up. Please don't kill the forest. Well, the forest has to go. In the forested area, though, I will also make a forester that will replant the trees all the time. But we have to get quite a few forests out to make room for housing and stuff. That's just the way it is. But hey, there's plenty of trees on this map. Take a look around. Look at all the trees, man. That should be good. There's immigrants coming in. Nice. Yeah, plenty of stuff. Hey, Alton! Nice to see you. How are you today? Hope all is well. Hope I don't miss too much in the chat. I don't see the light up now if you tag my name anymore, so I have to see if I can fix that at some point. Let's live like the elves, with the trees, not without them. Well, then the game should give me the option to build nice tree houses. Then I want to do that. But if you take a look at the size comparison, I don't think these trees are big enough to hold a tree house. So for now they have to go. But it is what it is. Should be okay. We'll replant some trees somewhere at some point. We'll just replant them. We do have a forester building, so that should be okay. Yeah, this is all working out. How's Alton today? Working hard on your channel. And if you haven't checked it out, people, go check out Alton's channel. Also a great streamer. And we have a house. This house is being built, so that's good. Hopefully... Oh, this house is being upgraded. It's now turning into a big house. That's nice. At least everybody should have a house. And then we should get some food. Berries and fish. Do we get the fisher? No, we don't have a fisherman yet. Well, let's put somebody in there then. Then we get some fish. We also want extra stones. We have plenty of berries. We have stone now. Should probably start working. That's one of the things I have neglected so far. On a warehouse. That's what we need here too. A big warehouse. For all the wood production. So that we can store all the logs and stuff. Are they now? Oh, they're now building the sawmill. Great. Then we can get some planks. That will be helpful. That will be helpful. I'm not understanding how the ad works. Are you on your phone or on a computer, Gamer and Stone? Because that makes a difference. On a phone, it doesn't really work when you start to tag. But on a computer, it usually really works well. You just hit the add button and type the first 2 or 3 letters of somebody's name straight after it. Ah, phone. Yeah, then it usually doesn't work. So that might be a bit hard. At least for me on my iPhone, it doesn't work. Sorry, I had to cough. But if you're on a browser, then you can just type add and then the first 2 letters of a name. And then it will fill in the name and the message will light up to that person that you're sending it to. So that's usually a good one to do. You have to be on a computer for that. You're welcome. I get a lot of ideas, but the brownies make me never remember. Oh, very good, Cooper. Very good. Alright. We have the small base start of a village here, I think. Looks interesting. Still lots of work to do, but at least we got off to a nice start. Can we already see some of the beautifications that we might have later on? I don't really think so. No. Oh, we can see the fences now. Fences without gaps, fences with gaps. And even another different looking wooden fence. So we now have the option to create manual fencing. Before we had to place it manually, and now we can just do it like this, as you can see here. Which is way nicer, especially if we get farms and stuff. We can also do that with this wooden fence. So yeah, that should help out in making the village look a bit nicer on an easy way. Because with the other one it was really expensive. Because you had to pay for each piece of fence. And you had to place one fence at a time very slowly. So hopefully this works. On my phone, once I type add, all I get are emails. By the way, it's looking already like a simple, beautiful village like where I grew up. Oh, nice. Did you grow up in like a very small, cute little village? Nice. You want to share where you're from then? You don't have to name the town, but what country are you from? Snap ik, Ada, snap ik. Ada is on a nice big holiday. And he's watching this on a 17-inch laptop. And he's already complaining because it's all too small. He wants to watch all of this on his two big ass 41-inch screen monitors at home. So all you'll have to do with this. Or I used to click on the nickname and would show up an option to answer somebody. Ah, well, maybe that works as well. I don't know if that works. You're Portuguese. Nice. Don't think we have had many people from Portugal in the chat already. That's nice. I am from the Netherlands. So, I think pretty close to you, but way colder, but nice. Portugal, that's one of my holiday destinations in the future sometime. Alright, what should we... If we want to trade, yeah, we need 20 planks to unlock a trade route, and that's one of the things that we have to do at some point, so that's good. We can slowly work towards that. We can see that we still have job openings, so that's nice. And we have no free people, so that's good. All jobs are given away. And the good thing about this game is that many things are customizable. Lol, and here's me watching this on a tiny phone screen. Oh, that's so sweet that you're doing that, Catherine. I hope you enjoy. Are you at work, Trouble? How's work today? Or are you having a day off? How's Body Shot? Oh, and how's Joanne, Donnie? Nowadays it's so hard to save money. Yeah. I always wanted to go north of Europe. Well, you can always go to the UK or the Netherlands or Sweden or whatever. Lots of countries in the north. There several times with my truck. Ah, did you go to Portugal? Nice. You've been in a lot of countries, Rodok. So cool. Joanne's good. Ah, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. She enjoying no longer studying? The only pagan here. Very good, very good. Pak heb je de batterijbladen? Ja, I get that. Snap ik, Ara. Ara's recharging his batteries on his holiday. So good. Very important. You need that, you should do that. Alright, let's go make this area a bit bigger so we can get a few more houses in. Let's extend this shopping zone so we can get rid of more trees. Not that I don't like trees, but they're in the way of my houses. As soon as they're gone, that would be nice. What language is that? That's Dutch. Ara is a Dutch speaker, just as I am, and Rodog is, and some others are, so we can also talk in Dutch. And Ara's English is not that good, so every now and then we just talk a bit in Dutch. It helps him out, so we do that. Dinner is served. Enjoy your dinner, Donnie. What you're having? Hope it's good. Gotta lay down for a bit. Bye all. Have the best of days and evenings wherever you are. Thanks, Edge. All the best wishes to you. If at any point, you know, you want to be in the voice chat, just let me know. I'll jump straight in. And you can talk. And if you're just going to rest and lay down, take care. And we all have our fingers crossed that better days for you are coming quickly. Will you put the mods you use on the Discord? Oh, I will do that. That's fine. They're also in the description on the YouTube channel video. So you should just, if you go down and you watch the description, you should be able to see them already. But I will put them in there. No problem. I thought Dutch was like German. Well, it is, but it's different. It's Dutch, not German, but yeah, it's close. Guess I missed some chats. Are you at work? But working. Have a cruisy day, so no big amounts of stress today. Ah, I missed that message. Very good, very good. Well, nice that you can be able to be here in the chat then, Trouble. That's nice. Come on, people, finish the warehouse. There we go. All right, let's get in some wood. No, some wood. Some planks. We'll put in some tools. I think I want a lot of planks later on, but I also want a lot of wood. Maybe do it like this. Planks, planks, and wood, and tools, because we have to buy some tools later on. We have to get a worker in here, so let's do that. Let's get another carpenter so we get more planks, and then we can hopefully open up the trade route once we get enough planks. We do have a good amount of wood, so we do have the wood to maintain for the planks. That's nice. We also have 2 types of food available now, but we have nobody in the market. So as soon as a new villager comes in, we're going to put that one in the market as well, so that we actually put in the fish and start selling that. That will be good for happiness and food, because yeah, some people are lacking food, so getting that in will be nice. Guys, Trump 1, what do you think is going to impact the world? Well, one thing we already discussed a little bit is that we're not going to discuss politics here. that might lead to some volatile discussions and stuff, and that's not what this channel is about. That's not what we are about. We're trying to find common grounds and stuff. We respect everybody. We respect everybody's opinions, and some things are better not to be discussed, and that's one of those things in here. So really sorry if that is a bummer, but that's how it's got to be. We're not really going to discuss that stuff. So sorry. We're all nice, friendly people, regardless of who people vote for and what political ideas people have. We accept and respect everybody, and then it's sometimes better to not talk about everything. Yeah, no problem. Oh, I love politics too, but it's not always the right place and the right time. And during these streams, that's probably usually not the right place and the right time. I've seen many streamers and many streams go in a horribly wrong way because people were talking about politics and disagreeing and then being angry at each other and stuff like that. And I just don't want that. So that's why. Nothing personal, nothing... it's just we want this to be a nice, safe place for everybody. And then I think this is the best way to ensure that. We had... Oh yeah, we needed a market person for the fish. So let's get that in. There we go. Does everybody already need 2 types of food? I don't think so. Oh yeah, they all want 2 types of food. So that's where the fish comes in. That's nice. There are other channels to discuss. Yeah, that's true. There are many channels that are about politics and stuff where you can discuss that. Feel free to do that. And of course, I trust most people in here. Most people in here will be able to have a civilized conversation about it. But since chat's also open, everybody can come in. There can also be just people jumping in and start saying hurtful stuff and stuff like that. And I simply don't want that. So that's why. And I think it's better this way. Ah, thank you, thank you. Well, you know, people always start these discussions and these talks with the best intentions, and I get that, and I think like 95% of people can just have a normal conversation about it, and we can either agree or disagree, that's all fine. But there will always be people that have a hard time dealing with that, and then things get nasty and stuff, and I've seen the best of friendships and stuff, and family ties being broken over things like COVID or politics and stuff like that, and I just don't think it's the right thing to do. Plus, I'm from the Netherlands. Why should I care about who won in America? I don't really understand, so... Their thing. I just want serious to do with political or religious discussion. Ah, well, that's good, Quirky. Then you found the right channel. The channels are too extreme for me. Well, you know, politics and stuff, I mean, in the end, we need politicians, we need people to govern, we need people to make decisions for all of us. We'll probably never agree with them, and there will always be people pissed and people happy and stuff like that. That's all fine, that's all in the game. So, we can discuss about it, but what are we going to gain about it? I'm more interested in you and who you are, and what you enjoy in life, what you do for a living and stuff like that. And whether you are left-wing, right-wing, middle, or whatever. That's all fine. That's just more like... a factual thing for me. So if somebody votes for the left, okay, then you vote for the left. So what did you eat today? And if somebody votes for the right, then they vote for the right. And what did you do at your job today? I'm not really interested in what people vote and stuff. I'm more interested in what drives you in life and how you see the world and stuff like that, regardless of the politics. So I barely understand politics that make my head ache. Well, then just stay away from it. It's such a peaceful country, though. I hope. It's always interesting when we start to talk about groups of people and groups of people with ideas and stuff, because that doesn't feel like they're actual people, and then it's easier to say hurtful stuff and things like that, or generalize a lot. And I don't know much about Portuguese people, but I'm not going to hold you by the standard or the things that I know about Portuguese people. Like, if I know they're all very hospitable, I'm not going to expect from you or put you in the place where I think you will be a very hospitable man or something like that. I'm not going to go there. It's just you are you, and I'm interested in who you are and finding that out. That's really interesting. And then you just are who you are. And that's good. You're good who you are. Told us that they love politics, so that's the something personal about them. But yes, that's as far as you go. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's interesting. You like politics. I like politics too. And in our country, when there's like debates on, there's actually special channels where you can watch debates and stuff. I regularly watch debates or listen to them while I'm cleaning my bathroom and stuff. It's interesting. And I think people are always very... politics always quickly get to a point where people are talking about right or wrong, good and bad, and stuff like that. And I think one of the most amazing things that also history has taught us that it's mixes of ideas, it's people having different thoughts on a matter that can actually advance things. In science, a lot of things move forward because people have different ideas and they start to test them and hold them to the light, and then they discover stuff, and then one find out he was right, one found out he was wrong. But that's good. That's part of the process. And in politics, it's always about good and bad. And if somebody has a different opinion, then they're the enemy, and they're bad, and they're wrong, and they're either communist or fascist or whatever, which is usually not true. So let's just stay away from it before we go to explore space and colonize it. Well, we're quite far from colonizing space, so that's not going to happen in my lifetime. That should be good. Everyone asks things like, who did you vote for? Like, what happened to asking people what their favorite dinosaur is? What's your favorite dinosaur, Catherine? I never disclose who I vote for, so why would I care? Curious fact about me is that I support an Earth Union. Well, if we could find a way to unite Earth, or if everybody on Earth agree on some stuff, then I would support that. But I think it's wishful thinking. Very true, very true. I love the mute button on the Discord. That's very good. Yay, 4 new people. That's nice. That means that we can fill a few jobs. Let's get some extra food. Extra miner. We still have to get the trade route, but hey, we have plenty of planks now to unlock the trade route. So there we go. We can now start trading, which is very good. We can make some extra money. We're not going to upgrade trade route, but we have to plan a trade route. Allow the sale of planks from the trade resource tab. So we go to the trade tab. In here, we can see the different places that we can trade with. We have Northbury, Middle, Devonport, and Kinstone Abbey. Those are the places we can trade. We can buy stuff from them, we can sell stuff to them, which is different for everyone. We can now only trade with Northbury because we have unlocked that one. We haven't unlocked any of the others. If you go to the resource tab, then you can actually trade. Here you can also assign which resources are located in the top. So if you want to add resources there, you just hit the star and they'll be added to your favorites. So you can see them in the top. And if you remove that, then they will be removed from the top. You can also start setting up trading. So let's do that. We're going to sell some of these goods. And we're going to sell them above 50. Because I don't want to sell too many. And then we'll see. Alright, we now have to build the manor house. Come to you, a light-hearted woman, announcing she and her folks would like to thank you for your hard work. It's true that you've made great strides already. To administrate the village, she suggests you build a manor house and a great hall. This will let you enact mandates. Nice, let's build a manor house then. I'm going to build a manor house. That's where I'm gonna live. The Parasaurolophus. Nice. Can you post a picture of that in the Discord so I know what type it is? I'm not one of those people that has all dinosaurs memorized in their by heart. So if you could share a picture of that, that would be so lovely. But nice, nice. Oh, nice, Ara. Leuk, daar komen we dan wel achter. Dat is nog niet voor nu. We have 4 people without a job, so we should probably give them a job. But we should have unlocked some new buildings. Yes, the manor house. There we are. A building in service of the village rulership. The means of offices and halls. Okay. I think I want a water view. So why not build the manor house right here? Add a sub building. Let's add the great hall. Let's add it right here. This will be the back side, and then the front will be here. So just make this bigger or smaller. This is a bit tiny lake. Let's add a tower to it. But where should we put the tower? That's the big question. We can put the tower halfway in and then raise it, I think. Or let's raise it first. And then we can put the tower halfway in. See, then it comes out of the roof. I think that looks cool. Sorry, little cough there. Hope I turned the mic off in time. Oh, I think this looks actually quite nice. So this will be our manor house, or at least the start of our manor house. Then we have to get a door in. Let's build a door. Let's get a chimney. An interactive location. Oh, we have to get the interactive location. That's where messengers and stuff come in. They stand there, so they will stand right here. And there we go with our manor house. Alright, we're going to build that. That should be pretty cool. Cheers for the stream. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for your nice words. Ooh, we've reached a busy tier. Very nice. Have a good day. Say hi and give our best to Body Shot as well. And we'll see you later next time. Probably during the weekend when you're streaming. Hopefully. Are you streaming this weekend? Hope so. We'll see you later. Thanks so much. Have you heard about Prehistoric Kingdom? Yeah, it's like Planet Zoo, but then with prehistoric stuff. I have it on my wish list actually. It looks very interesting, so I'm interested in it. I just have to see, have to dive into it a little bit more if it actually is as good as a game like Planet Zoo. But yeah, that will be fun. But then with dinosaurs, I would love that. Oh, wow. But hey, people, thank you very much for being in here in the chat. Also, very big thanks to everybody for being so nice and respectful to everybody. Also to me and my opinions and stuff. And respecting the fact that I ask of all of you to not discuss politics in here and such. So nice that you all are so willingly to help me out that way. And also, always be so supportive and have nice words and encouragement and stuff. So thank you all very much. It's much appreciated. It humbles me to get so much support and to see how nice and sweet you all are. So thank you. And of course, if you have thoughts and ideas for this game or for the channel or about gaming and stuff like Gamer and Stoner has with Distant Worlds 2 and Song of 6. I don't know if I pronounce it right, but then of course feel free to share those. You can also do that in the Discord. So thank you very much. Do you have any plans to revisit Planet Zoo? Yes, I have plans, but I have so little time. I've actually been discussing this with Wifey to see if we can change some stuff in the schedule so that I have more time for the channel. But that won't be something that'll be achieved in the next weeks. I'm also thinking about cutting back quite a bit more from my funeral work. I'm not going to completely ban it because I love it too much for that, but I think I want to prioritize a few jobs above the others and just save more time for this. So right now, for instance, I do live streams and stuff for funerals. I want to skip that because I don't really enjoy that much, and I'm done with that. That's probably one of the things that has to go. I do really enjoy being the guy at the graveyard to make sure everything goes well and stuff like that. So I will be I will be looking into that and see if I can continue working on that and stuff, but we'll see, we'll see. So good to see you like Prehistoric Kim. In about a year or so, it's gonna get pretty interesting to play. Ah, nice. So have you already played it then, gamer? And is it already good enough to get and to try and get my hand on and my head in and see if I can do it well? Hey, Gumblebrum! Nice of you to join us. How are you today? I had a very nice day. I mean, I cleaned the bathroom today, which was nice. Spent a lot of time with the little one. Went to a swimming class with her. And now, of course, I'm streaming, which is the most amazing thing of the day. So yeah, I have a good day. How's yours? 3 new people. Nice. Nice. Let's get some woodcutters. Wow, we need to get some extra jobs soon. Ooh, is the manor... Oh, wow, the manor house is already done. Oh, no, it's not done. We can select a mandate, though. Promote villagers or discuss a levy. Nah, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. I do want to see if I can set up some more trading. So we have to take a look at the trade routes. We can sell berries to these people. And that's basically all we can sell at this point. But that's what we are going to do. Sell above a certain value. And we're going to sell everything above 100 right now. Because we don't need more. That should get us some extra money. Because right now we're not making that much money. So I do want to make some extra money. I'm good. Thanks everyone. Just woke up. So I'm excited for coffee. Ah, I get that. I get that. Well, you better get your cup of coffee quick then. That's always good. The first cup of coffee in the morning. Alright, let's see. Ada has to find his plug for the electricity because the battery of his laptop is almost down. Well, you do that, Ada. I think you should wait a bit, but if you want to support the devs, you should buy it. But I didn't play it yet. Just watch it from some channels. Ah, okay. Oh, we'll see. I'll take a look at it, see how far it is, and maybe it's something to also show already on my channel to everybody and see how far it is, and maybe we can even follow it for a bit, so that could be interesting. Alright, I think we have to get a few extra jobs, and a good way to do that, of course, is berries, but also more fisheries. But are there more fishing spots out there? Oh, there's one more here, one more there. So we could set up a little fishing area here with 1, 2, or 3. Oh, we'll start with 3. We have 3 fishing spots here anyway. So let's go a bit like this. Then we have 3 fisheries. I think we can also go get some berries here. Although the people won't be able to live close to their job. And here we have more berries. So let's try and get some berry gatherers out here. Now I want to save some space here for the manor house. So we'll place the 2 berry gatherers on this side of the berry bush. Probably best. There it is. Did I already set it up? Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. But thanks for the tip, gamer. That's a good one. I had it on my wish list, but I forgot a little bit about it. So yeah, that's a good one. Thanks. When they introduce a dinosaur's behavior, and so it's gonna get pretty good to watch them roam around. Nice, nice. And there's a lot of fun games to try out until Prehistoric Kingdom reach out. Yeah, well, I already have so many games to play. Wow. There's also, there's the other game with dinosaurs. I already have that one. Oh, I can't get the name out right now. Let's see if I can find it quickly in my library. It's also a bit like that. It's with dinosaurs and you have to, oh, Jurassic World Evolution 2. That's also where you have to build dinosaur camp, like a dinosaur theme park. That's also one that I really want to get into and make sure that we can have fun with. So yeah, that will be interesting. Hopefully I can get that in too. So what are your plans for today, Gumblebrum? Except getting coffee and probably breakfast. 2 extra people. Nice, let's get 2 extra people then. What should we make them do? Well, let's get a woodcutter and a forager. That's nice, that's nice. Wish there were more dino games. Yeah, that are interesting. Well, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is interesting because you have to also go on missions and stuff to find dinosaurs, and you can combine DNAs and stuff, I believe, and get to get different dinosaurs and stuff. So you can grow a dino and live like one. Nice. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, maybe you should start creating your own. You're studying paleontology. Nice, Catherine. Nice. I actually, that was one of my choices when I had to figure out what to study. I went with geology in the end, but paleontology was one of them. Very nice. Fishing huts built. Good. So if we get new people in, we can put them in the fishing hut. Happiness is good. We have 36 people already, so that's nice. Well, it's supposed to be getting pretty hot today. It's up to 40, so I'll probably hide in my room. Oh, wow. Smart choice, smart choice. Do you have an AC then? An air conditioner. That would be nice. Can we buy free territory? No. Ooh, lots of stuff happening. Labor prospect tier reach. We're going to check that out soon. You take a stroll through the village and look at what you achieved. Not so long ago, this land was a wilderness. But you came along and made the difference. You and your people tamed this untamed territory into a respectable land of the realm. And this is just the beginning, for your fair rule will bring prosperity to all. Who says I'm being a fair ruler? But okay, well, we'll continue with that. All right, let's get these discoveries out of the way. Advice, promoting villagers. Your hardworking serfs believe they are due a promotion. Once all of its needs have been properly fulfilled, a villager can move on to the next status. Commoners and citizens provide this village in a new ways, but have additional needs as well. Alright, let's get going with promotions. And your village has caught the attention of the 3 estates of the realm, and they expect you to build monuments to their splendor. Such constructions will undoubtedly refine the future of your people, and they wonder which of the kingdom, clergy or laborers you will oblige first. Well, we're going to go with churches now, so let's go with that. Because I do want a church, it's one of the needs that people have. So basically, ooh, yeah, nice. So, advice followed, I know. So how does this game work? You just don't build a nice village, you have to do more, because the village is basically constructed out of 3 different groups. We have the laborers, the kingdom, and the clergy. And we have to please them all, basically, if we want to unlock all the nice goodies that you can have. But that's tough, so you probably have to make some choices every now and then and pick out which way we want to go. So, right now we have some different things to unlock, but they cost us money. So we have to be careful what we unlock. We can unlock some market stuff, a hatch, and some decoration. We can unlock the military fort, stake wall, and some splendor, and we can unlock the monastery, the rustic church splendor package, which I really want to get. Stone walls and some other splendor stuff, which is nice. So there's a lot of new stuff that we can get. We also have the common path, where we have a lot of interesting things we should get. We can get clothing unlocked, a tavern, some farming, stone masonry. So there's a lot of stuff that we have to get. But for now, we're not going to get anything yet, because we have some planning to do. The Great Hall is built, meaning that this building is now really done. We have our manor house. We also have labor splendor points now. That's good. Another thing to discuss is, as soon as you start to favor one of these groups, and now with this building, this gives us 12 splendor points, we favor the laborers, right? That's the laborers, right? Yeah. They like us now. But that has an impact on the other 2, because those other 2 will be pissed. So we have 12 plus points on splendor with the laborers, but that means we get -6 with the kingdom and -6 with the clergy. Of course, we can fix that by building buildings to the honor of the others, but it can be quite tough to balance this, so that will be one of the things we'll be doing during these streams, to try and balance things out so we can unlock everything. You can also just go specifically one way and try to please that one and unlock everything there. That can be very nice too, but there's different ways to go at it and look at it, so that's nice. What else did we unlock? Well, we can now build a rustic church. That's nice. We can have a windows. Nice. A set of decorations. Fantasy decorations. Nice. So we've unlocked some decorations now. That's cool. Stone gates. Mod set for fortified manor. Okay. I think those are mostly interesting if you already have certain buildings built. So we're going to see how that goes. Right now, I think some of these people, let's pause for a second because time's going way too fast. See, they have an additional need for faith. So the people need to fulfill a faith thing, which is built by the church. So we're going to get going with a church now. We're not going to use this stone deposit, so we could actually just build a church right here. So why not get going with a small church? Let's see. Well, let's start out here. I think I want to make this church quite big, actually. Question is how to do that. Could also just do it like this. You can build buildings in each other and stuff like that, so that's really interesting. So we can just place this right in here, and then the church looks like this. And I think that's pretty cool. Alright, let's get a bell tower, of course. Should we build the bell tower a little to the side then? So we get a church that looks like this. I mean, otherwise you always get the same standard church. Why would we do that? I mean, what's fun with a basic standard church? This actually looks a bit different. So I kind of like this. Let's go with this. Let's build this as a church. We're going to play speed 1. Not too fast, not too slow. And we have some messengers. Let's see what he has to say. Message from the kingdom. The kingdom recognizes your efforts in establishing your settlement. Oh, nice. We get 100 gold. Thank you. What do we have here? Earning influence. Nice. I'll be checking the chat soon, by the way. So, don't chat too much, because otherwise I'll miss all the nice messages. But hey, here we go. An isolated community of fishermen are looking for a kind-hearted builder. They need help constructing a bridge which would connect their village to the rest of the realm. They have not much to offer, but they promise to share good words about your generosity amongst the laborers. My best builder will draw you a blueprint. Okay. So if we do this, we have the outcome where we have a 90% chance the blueprint is clear, and we get 15 points for that. Or the blueprint is confusing, we get 5 points for it. Okay. We can hire someone on your behalf, which will cost me a bit of money, and we gain 10 points, or we're not interested. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get the right outcome. Yes, we do. So we get 15 points. That's nice. A new tale can be heard. Berry surplus. There is no more pleasant sight than a mountain of berries such as the one stockpiled in your granary. This red wealth reassures your villagers as they know they will be well fed for a while, and we get a happiness bonus for it. Very nice. Very nice. So that's all working out. Let's see. I have to scroll up in chat because I'm missing stuff. I have to be patient for another 6 days. Then Farming Simulator 25 finally comes out. I've already purchased the year 1 bundle in pre-order. Nice. What else did I miss? Walking with dinosaurs. Ah, nice. My internet dropped for a minute. Oh, wow, that's weird. Glad you're back here, Dev. Do you want to study my grandfather? Where they talk about some different species and how they lived and so... Oh, nice. Well, we have a nice museum in the Netherlands, I believe, where you can read up a lot about dinosaurs. Good one, mate. Yeah, sounds like Walking with Dinosaurs. They also did with Beast. Nice. I'm not ready for Christmas. Oh, you don't have to be. Vergeet niet op je splendid taxen worden. Zo laat je verkomen in het spel. Maar na een tijdje kosten ze zeer van... Ja, dat geloof ik meteen. I have to pay a lot of taxes on my splendor at some point in the game. So we have to be careful with all the splendor. Yeah, where are you now in America? That's nice. Alright, there we go. Let's see. We have to build a rustic church. It will take up quite some resources. We are building 2 of these huts. We might need a few extra builders, actually. Let's build another builder's hut right here. So that we can get some construction going out there. Happiness is pretty okay. Although, see, service, they're already unhappy with the service. So we have to get this church done. Now, one of the things we also unlocked is promoting villagers. But we're not going to do that straight away. Because we don't need it yet. But once we do, we will get into it and talk about it and such. We can see that our woodchoppers are doing a good job. That's nice. I like that. We'll keep them working. Might be able to, yeah, we can actually... move some of these extraction zones out of the way because, hey, they already removed all the trees in the area. So that's a good one. I like that. So we have some more clear building areas. I know some of you really love the trees. There'll be plenty of trees in the map, but not right here at my village at this point. We need the room. I may just be a few seconds behind sometimes. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to have some dinner. Nice, gamer. What are you going to have? Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for stopping by. Really nice. Hope to see you soon. Great addition to the channel and the chat. So thanks so much. And to all other people just watching, lurking, whatever. Feel welcome. So nice to have you. And hope you really enjoy. I can see 24 likes, people. That is so amazingly sweet. Thank you so much. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you. Alright, let's keep going. I think we may have to assign a little bit extra. Oh, there's some residential area out here that they can still use. So that should be okay. A house is about to be destroyed. Why? Which house? This one. No. It's not about to be destroyed. Oh, I moved the zone a bit and then it just got a bit pissed, but that's it. Okay, if you start to move a house outside of a zone, if you remove the zone, then the house will get destroyed. So, interesting. Oh, New York. Nice. A courier requests an audience. Let's see what he has to say. Meeting the elders. The elders, the much respected leading men and women among the region's laborers, heard of your village and wishes to make themselves useful to your people. They brought welcoming gifts, tools to ease your village's lot and pledge their assistance hereafter. Oh, that is very much appreciated. I like those tools. Thank you so much. Alright, we have some money to spare. We also make some good money, so we have to buy some stuff to actually make use of all the money that we have in a good fashion. So yeah, let's just buy what we can. I think we can buy most stuff actually. Alright, and then we also have to get some stuff here. Probably won't go boar hunting soon because, hey, that might piss off Roadhog, so let's not do that. We can get a lot of decorations, that's nice. I think I want to go with clothing soon though. That will be an interesting one to get. Also the stones and the farms. The bailiff could be nice to do some scouting. Goods stall, that's one that we need to have if we want to start selling clothing and stuff. So, plenty of stuff to do. 1, 2, 3, 4 new people. Do we have job for those 4 people? Yes, we can have 3 builders and a fisherman. Well, that's it. That's nice. Those extra builders will help make sure the church gets built at some point. The aspiration of a village. Man, lots of messages. Finally by yourself in the Great Hall, you spent a few minutes of silence thinking about your aspirations and the future of your village. Providence has been good to you and your people so far, and it seems like everything is possible. We should all aspire greatness. Let's think about this later. I will continue on my own. I'm going to continue on my own. I don't really care about the aspirations. Building a monastery. Hearing of your interest in building a monastery, some of the most faithful among your villagers would like to guide you on the first steps of its construction. Who will the monastery be accepting? Monks and nuns? Only monks or only nuns? Alright, this one's up for chat. Type monks and nuns if they are both to be accepted in my monastery. Type monks alone if you only want monks. And type nuns alone if you only want nuns. This gives me time to have a little drink. So you'll be out to Miami at some point. Cool. And then the Grand Canyons. Very nice. Monks and nuns. Monks and nuns. Monks and nuns. Wow. How nice of all of you. We just accept everybody. Well, that goes good with the channel. No tiny glade for a few days. Ah, that's so sad. That's so sad. Well, you should be getting some time into Satisfactory too here, Dev. Monks and nuns. Alright, 4 people into monks and nuns. So far, chat's pretty in agreement. That's nice. Such unity. Very good. Well, I'm just going to wait a little bit longer and then we're going to vote. Don't forget, people, tomorrow there will be another episode of Ostriv in Dutch coming out. So if you just enjoy Ostriv or you enjoy hearing me talk Dutch, then you should definitely watch that. And this Saturday, a new series with Ostriv will premiere, where I'm going to build a somewhat historic looking village. Like we have a little river and we're going to build alongside the river and stuff like that and try to make it look somewhat historic. Of course, I need all of your help and tips and advice on it, so make sure to watch that and help me out a bit. And that should be a pretty interesting series. Father Dowling, Sister Stephanie. Alright, there we go. Both monks and nuns. Well, that's all set. Plenty of stuff to do in the coming streams, so this should be busy. What else did we get? The administration. We have the monastery and the fortress. We have a gate. Nice. So, yeah, plenty of stuff to do. That's interesting. Yes, completely new Ostriv. Very nice. I really hope you all enjoy it. I really enjoy making it. I've only recorded the first 2 episodes so I can get some feedback first before I continue, but it is really nice. I really enjoy it. Oh, nice, Ara. What? The Dominican Republic. That's nice. Nice. Fisher's hut build. Ah, finally the next fishing hut is done. That's good. Let's take a look at our resources. We have plenty of berries, plenty of fish. We have a little bit of cloth. We have good amounts of wood. Maybe it's time to get towards polished stone. I don't think we need that for the church yet. No, we don't. So that's good. Construction requirements are not met. Oh, yeah, we haven't built it yet. That's probably why. Alright, well, somebody's bringing 32 stone, so that's nice. Takes note to learn Dutch. Ah, very nice, very nice. You should. Just do a crash course and you'll be able to follow the whole episode tomorrow. Somebody will be staying up late. Alright, so if we take a look at the map, we have these rocks relatively close, where probably the coal and the marble and iron and stuff will be in. We have some here too. So it might be interesting at some point to get the bailiff unlocked, so that we can actually start to explore things, so we can make our own tools and such. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Interesting though. Another very interesting aspect of this game is that we can modify a lot of stuff. So for instance, we can modify names. So here we have Adelaita. She's a fisherman. So we of course know who our fisher lady is. Confirm and save. So yes, here it is our fisher lady. Now there's all these different jobs that people do and such. If you want to be in the game, just let me know what job you would like. And if I already have that job, I can name one of the villagers after you. If you want a specific job, like if you want to be a farmer or something. I don't have a farmer yet. But as soon as I get a farmer and you want to be a farmer, just let me know and I'll add you to be a farmer or whatever job there might be. So feel free to let me know if you want to be in the game that way. And of course it's also a nice way for me to thank some people for all their ongoing support to have you incorporated into this little game. Are there any hunters? Yes, yes, we can get boar hunting unlocked, and then we can get a hunter and we can butcher meat. So yeah, we can get a hunter, Catherine, so you can be a hunter. That's very good. I'm gonna go have some food because I don't know what else to do. Oh, you have nothing else to do, Fireline? Do you have like a nice game to play or just a movie to watch or something? I began learning Norwegian this year, so I could add Dutch to the lessons. Nice, Catherine. Very nice. Twitch still going 100% okay. Ah, thanks, Kevin. Thanks. I'm keeping my eyes on it a bit. It is working out. No viewers yet, but, well, one. That's probably Kevin. But that's nice. That's nice. What do you call a computer that smokes weed? High tech. So what job do you have a weaponsmith? Yes. But again, not yet. So we have the toolsmith here, and then further out we should have I believe something of a weaponsmith, or the toolsmith then starts making the weapons as well. But I don't think that's the case, actually. It's probably, yeah, here, the weaponsmith. So as soon as we get to that Fireline, you can be the one watching the being the weaponsmith. So we'll have to remember that. But it's going to take a bit of time to get to that. So that might take some time. I would watch a movie, but I'm watching this and I would not sound nice. Ah, that's very true, Fireline. Stupid idea of me. Of course, we don't want you to leave the stream. It's so nice to have you here, so... Alright, there comes a messenger. Hello, Mr. Messenger. What's your thing? The elders feel your village is almost ready to host a trading fair. However, they are uneasy to receive visitors with such a market. They would like you to improve its appearance. A few colorful tents wouldn't hurt business, would it? Build a market and reach 5 splendor points with the market. Okay. Well, we can do that at some point. We just have to get some cloth and stuff. Alright, it's time to get serious, people. Let's unlock clothing. So at least we can get going with some sheepies and stuff like that. I think it's also time to buy an extra zone then. Will cost me 125. Well, that's not too expensive. We can do that. And then we can get some sheepies and stuff. question is where? This would be a nice zone, I think, because we have a lot of space here. We have some extra berries and stone. We can get rid of these trees. So yeah, let's buy this zone. Let's tell them to cut these trees here. So this can go. And then we'll just tell them to cut these trees. Yes, that's gonna work out. And then we can now start to build some stuff in terms of sheep farms. Brr. Let's get some sheep farms. 1, 2 sheep farms. Let's build them. Then we need a weaver and a tailor. But we have to also store all those goods then. Now luckily this building does not produce any negative impact anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this one relatively close into town. And we can only store the clothing in here. We're not going to store anything else in here, just the clothing. And then here we're going to place one that we will use to store the wool and also the cloth. So that means that the weaver will be built out here. And then there will be a little bit of transport from this area towards the tailor. But I'm not going to build the tailor yet, because if we start building close here, builders will prioritize buildings close to them to build first. So we wait a bit, they will also build those buildings far out. Ooh, there's somebody here. Influencing others. The fishermen are thankful for the blueprint, as a bridge is definitely going to bring their community to the forefront. As thanks, they would like to trade a fair number of fish for some of your stones. If we can get 25 stones. Great. I just gave you a bridge. Well, we don't have a use for the coins yet, so yeah, let's do that. Let's get 50 fish for free. Those 50 coins. That's nice. We got 50 fish. Nice, nice. What are you doing? Where are you going? Taking a detour. Okay. Okay. Levy funds. What's that? Your treasury seems low these days. As the head of this village, you have the right to levy funds from your village, and however expect them to contribute reluctantly. I will continue on my own. We're not going to raise levies at this point. This one is leaving, I guess. You were too late clicking it to join us, I think. Now. We have 3 people in our village without a job, so let's give them jobs. There they go. Let me check back to the chat. Gonna get the food. Very good, Fireline. You get the food. Among a few things, you make the ladder for the Volvo cars. Ah, I think you want to be in the, among a few things, where was it? I live 50 meters away from Tannery to make some height. Oh, well, you can be a Tanner Cooper if you want to. Notable tier. Nice. We're going to check that out soon. Let's pause for a second. What are we building? Right now we're going to get some clothing. So we're building 2 sheep farms and a warehouse and a weaver. And then later on some clothing as well. And then we also have to get a goods stall to actually sell the clothing to the people. But that will be a nice one. Then we get cloth that we can use to make canopies in the markets. To house more goods. And it will make it look more nice. So that's always a good thing. Let's see. Welcome back, by the way. What are you having for dinner? For the first time in years, I spent more than 5 minutes talking in the stream. Well, we feel honored then, gamer. And it's nice to have you. You're a very nice addition to the chat. Thanks for being here. And thanks for spending your precious time with us. It's really nice. As we now see that the rustic church is slowly taking shape. They just need some extra tools. We only have 3 more, though. So I'm actually going to set up a trade route to buy a couple of tools. Tools. Where are my tools? Here they are. Buy until we have 10, I think. Not too many. Because otherwise we'll spend too much money on it. We do make some good money trading, so that's nice. But we could use a bit extra. We could use a bit extra. And Kevin is totally right. You're always welcome. Alright, we do have good amounts of wood too, but I don't think we can sell that. No, we can sell the planks. We're also a little bit low on stones, so it might be a good moment. I'm always building too many things at the same time. Sorry for that, but it's just what it is. This could be a good moment to add to our stone production. Let's make this like a stone factory with 2 stone mines. Is it set to be extracted? No, so let's do that. Now they can extract it as well. Very nice. A merchant is requesting an audience. The elders are looking to repair a few bridges across the region. One of their merchant notices your woodcutter camps and wants to make you an offer. Accumulate 100 wood inside the storages and we get 10 coins and 150 money. Okay, let's do that. We already have it in our store, so we can do that straight away. And then we get 150 money. Nice. We also unlocked, and there we go. As you can see in all the different people, the labor, the kingdom, and the clergy, there's different tiers that we can reach. We have to acquire a certain amount of influence with them, or rating with them, and then we can unlock special buildings. And we have reached that with the laborers right now. So the next tier is unlocked. We can unlock like the tax office, which is really interesting, but they cost us influence. We have 29 right now, which is good. Our maximum capacity is 10 though, so this number will slowly start to drop. So we better spend these points. Now, one of the things I want to get is the tax office. We'll lose 5 of these points if I click it. There you go. But hey, now we can build a tax office and start taxing the people, which is nice. I know people don't like to pay taxes, but I like to collect taxes. There's also the tavern wall, for instance, that we can unlock. But there's also privileges that we can get, like fair reputations. Newcomers ignore the happiness immigration factor. That means that happiness does not play a factor in how many people will come in to join our village, which could be nice. This is a very nice and important one. Devoted folks. Labor and clergy mutual splendor negative impact is reduced by 50%. That means that between the laborers and the clergy, if we start to work towards the laborers as we are right now, and we have a good standing with the laborers, the negative effect will be reduced by half. So it will be easier to also get on the good side of the clergy. So this is a very powerful one that I always want to get. So I'm getting this straight away. This is labor buildings upkeep reduced by 10%. That's nice, but I like this one more. So I'm going to go with this one for now. Now we can also unlock one privileges, just one, not more. Only this one right now. So we are going to do the devoted folks one. And you should watch the numbers in the clergy here. Because if I click this, or in this case this is the clergy, you can see it went from -6 to -3. So this is a very good one to have. That really means that we have a less negative standing with them, and it will be easier to get on their good side. So this is lovely. The poltergeist. Ah, I don't like those things. Can be kind sometimes. Ah, that's true. It's like when I watch Jaws here, all I see is Rumi being attacked by the shark. Oh boy. I get my jacket spots. Nice, Catherine. You get those. Usually you don't have to build a weaponsmith fire line, because with every victory the army usually takes a whole range of weapons back to the village as loot. I believe that does depend on what you're fighting for, Ara. Not all fights give loot in terms of weapons, but if you do the ones with the weapons, you can get some very good weapons. You can actually get better weapons from looting than from building them yourself, like spears and stuff. So it can be really good to go on some fights to get better weapons like spears. That's a very good one to do. I went to the aquarium this weekend but didn't stay long. There's something fishy about the place. But I must say, Cooper, you're on the good side with the jokes today. I really enjoyed them. Thank you, thank you. That's very nice. Those are some good jokes. Alright, we're building another house here. We have not promoted any villages yet, but we don't have to yet. Might be, though, that as soon as we start building the Weaver? No, I don't think the Weaver needs commoners. Yeah, it does already need commoners. So we have to promote people to actually have them work in the Weaver's hut. Right now we have our first sheep farm build. Yay! There it is. We just have to put a worker in, a shepherd, but we don't have a free people. But as soon as we have a free person, we can do that. We can already spawn the sheep. I always do 5 sheepies. They will now slowly start to grow wool. If you actually take a closer look, you should slowly see it grow and turn into wool. And then when it's fully grown, the wool, then they will start to take the shepherd will come and start to take it off. But just take a look at these nice, cute looking sheep. They're so lovely. They're so lovely. Brrr. Here comes a builder trying to get the other sheep farm up as well, which is very good. Need to love more for sure. Well, then you're in the right place here. Lots of joking around and stuff. So, if you need a good laugh, come and chat here. Where's Roadhog, by the way? Is everything okay, Roadhog? You're so silent now. Hope you're not just watching in awe, or that I talked you to sleep. I don't understand how you come up with these jokes, Cooper. Might be his best friend Google. I don't know. So if he knows all these jokes by memory, then wow. You should see the sturgeons he catches. They can be way bigger than a shark. Oh, wow. Well, how much food do you still have in your freezer and canned up and stuff here at Ev? I mean, won't you be able to last a year already with all that you already have canned? Alright, well, this is working out. We get the stuff in. We have maybe we can't sell fish, I think. No, but we can sell fish to middle as soon as we get clothing ready. So we are working towards that now, which is good. We should get the clothing at some point. That should be interesting. 3,000 swords and no weaponsmith. Wow. Somebody has been fighting and looting a lot in this game. Housing insufficient. We don't have enough houses, but that's usually because these people want to live close to their workplace. And this is slightly too far for them. We might be able to fix it just by expanding this zone a bit, but might not work out. We do have this woodcutter. Do I have woodcutters that don't have all the people in them yet? I don't think so. Because I want to start moving some stuff as well. Probably have to move this woodcutter out so that he can chop all the trees there without standing there. Let's build a new woodcutter right here in the middle of the forest. And as soon as it's done, we'll destroy this one. And these will then go over there. We have 2 newcomers. That's great. We can now put them in a shepherd job. And I'll leave one open for when the other one's done. Then we now have our first shepherd. You can now see that these sheep are really be ready to be shaven and the wool turned into something useful. So, yeah, that's good. Hopefully they can do that soon. We can also see that this one is now being built. I hope he finishes it. Come on, finish it. Yes. Alright, let's get a shepherd in. Spawn 5 more sheep. There we go. And yeah, the warehouse is not done, but that's okay. The rustic church is ready. Look, people, there we have our first church. Look at that. So cool. People can now get to service, which will make them happier for sure. I like that. It's a very good thing to have. My dog is so jealous, man. When I pet my cat, he comes to my hand and takes it. That's so cute. I do need to have a couple canning days for sure. Oh, wow. We have still have a fair bit canned in the freezer, but not much for veggies. Ah, okay, but we also haven't been growing much veggies, so I guess you have to buy some then. A bit tired from last night and from getting into the new AMD processor this afternoon. Just check my email and I get one for a week from my computer store to experiment with. Nice, very nice. That's cool, Roadhog. Oh, you have a lot of fun with that. That's so nice. Let's eat some sheep. Or some lamb. Let's make some kebab. Churches of the Faith. Word of your village first church have reached the clergy. They appreciate your dedication to the faith and thus hold you in higher regard. Okay, that's nice. Yay, we got some points from the clergy, but we don't have any splendor with them, so that's not gonna work. So you see we have built a church, and our standing with the church is still -3. That is because all of the structures we've built don't give us any specific splendor points. These don't give splendor points. These actually do. So if we start to build some of the extra structures that you see here, then we can get splendor points and we can get on the good side with the clergy too. We're not going to do that right now, but we could do that later. So that's interesting. Did you guys see my pic of the jam sweet potato? We grew so excited that they will grow. Yeah, I saw those. I first thought you were posting a picture of fish when I saw it on my phone, but then I zoomed in. I was like, wow, those are really huge. They're very good. I hope they really taste nice. Lots of cheese. Ooh, who said cheese? Who said cheese? Nice, don't mention the cheese. Too late, too late. Well, I got my Parmigiano in. Oh man, that is such a nice cheese. A real Parmigiano, that's amazing. Oh man, I love it. We had some last night, were tasty. Very good, very good. So what you having for dinner, Firelion? Well, these are moving quite far out too for the wood. We're still good in the numbers though, but at some point we might need to build the forest just to get things going more quickly. This will be one of the warehouses where we are storing goods that are ready to be sold in the market, like clothing, but also probably candles at some point and things like that. So that should be something. One of the other things we have to unlock right now is the goods stalls. So let's get that one. And I wonder if we already have the decoration one. Yeah, we have the decoration ones. Alright. Let's build one goods stall, so that we can sell the clothing once we get it. That would be nice. And I should probably add a few tents. Now, there's interesting things in the market. Let's just build this first. As you can see, there's very low amounts of food in these places. And the total capacity is 16 out of 20. That's 10 each. So each of these tables has only 10 storage. Which they will run out quickly. Then the market person has to go to the granary and back. And every villager that stops by at that time will get pissed because there's no food. A solution to that could be building more marketplaces, so that you have more places where they can buy the same food. Another solution can be to give them a canopy, because this not just looks nice, it also adds 20 to the capacity of the attached table. So if, for instance, we put up this one over that place, and we do this one over here, and we do this one over there, then these will all no longer sell 10 each, but 30 each. So it will take a lot longer for them to actually run out. And that way we can fix quite a few of our issues. So let's go straight on with that. We don't have all the goods for it, so we can't build all the canopies. But that will work out great to make sure that they all can have more food and they will all be nice. Let's see. Improving trade with Northbury. Thanks to your increasing trades, a large number of folks are now looking to settle in Northbury. Yet the village struggles to feed the extra workforce and ask you if you can send them some much needed bread. Well, we don't have bread, so we can't help them. Sorry. Ah, ja, dat klopt, Ada. Maar ik ga voorlopig eerst even die tenten bouwen. Dan kunnen ze veel meer voedsel in één marktkraampje houden. Dat zou al moeten helpen. En dan ga ik binnenkort hier ergens een tweede dorpje bouwen met een marktje en wat huizen voor de mensen die hier werken. Dus dat gaan we oplossen. What do you call an angry carrot? Steamed. Very good, very good. Well, I must say, slowly and steadily, the village keeps developing and keeps getting better. This is just waiting for a builder. This is being built, actually. We have the sheepies now. They should actually... Yeah, we have the first bits of wool. That's good. I like that. So as soon as the weaver is up, we can start to produce some cloth. As soon as this one gets up, we can start to store some wool in here, which also will be very helpful. Is this wood chopper built already? No. Oh, we don't have... Oh, yeah, he's bringing in the tools. Okay, so we have the tools now. That's good. Let's set this up for wool. And now we're just going to do one for wool. And... No, we're going to do 2 for wool. And 2 for cloth. So that we can store quite a bit of goods in here. We just need some free people to put in there. Do we get immigrants in? Yes, there they come. Very nice. I think I need to start learning Dutch when Patmos start talking in it. My brain went poof. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, I'd like to accommodate everybody in chat here. So somebody talks in Dutch to me, I'll try to talk Dutch back. I also tried to translate it. Ada was talking about me building extra market stalls to feed all the villagers. But I think with the canopies, that's also fixed. It's either building extra stalls or just getting the canopies up. So... yeah, it's just a what you prefer, basically. Alright, one of these stone cutters is ready. I actually want to get rid of this one, so we have more housing space here. So as soon as these villagers are in, I'm going to accept them and assign them a job. And after that, I will destroy this one, and then these miners will automatically go over there into that other building. So that'll be the way to do things right now. Here they come. 1, 2, 3. That's so nice. 3 extra people in. I like that. Let's get the transporter set. And let's get an extra forager. And now I'm going to destroy this one. Destroy. Then we should see these people move over to the other side. So that will be nice. Ah, okay. Probably still need to learn it. Well, you know, most of my streams and things that I say will be in English all the time. So feel welcome to learn it if you want to. But I don't think there's a real need. Like you have to. But always nice if you do. I mean, it's a lovely language. So also a tough one. All right, let's destroy this one too. So now these ones will move over here. You can see the first one already moved. Which is nice. So that works. Oh, there are some things that we don't do well in cooler climate, but it's mostly tropical fruit like mangoes. So I have had moderate success with things I actually want to grow. Nice. I can understand why Pat reached at like 10 minutes delay. Bill and Bull again had fixed, so I saw stream 10 minutes after. But am I reading it like with a 10-minute delay, or I don't think so. But oh well, it is what it is. I'm just trying to do my best here. And I'm just really happy to have you all here and to have so much fun with all of you. So thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. And hope you all enjoy it. I know I do, so thank you. 5 coins again. Well, we can unlock the tavern wall, milling taxes. Oh, that's one. We're forgetting about the tax office. Oh man, we need... If you want to get extra money, especially early game, you have to get the tax office. Make sure that you start taxing the people. Now, we don't have the specific tax office building unlocked yet, I see, which is interesting. Alright, let's make it just a wooden house. A wooden house next to it. Or maybe we can attach it. Can we attach it? No, I want to have a big building attached to it. And one higher. Yeah, let's get this attached to it. And this will then be the tax office. We'll keep expanding this building slowly. All the time. To accommodate what we need. But at least we can get tax money in then. And that will help fill our coffers and make sure that we can pay for all the structure. Because every structure you build and stuff you have to pay for. And we have to pay upkeep for every building. Like this is 5 in monthly cost. So it will be very good if we can make sure that we gain some extra money. No, you're okay. I was my cats that fixed, so I was 10 minutes after. No problem, Cooper. How are the cats? They're your biggest friends? Ooh, here comes the first canopy. That'll be nice. Once it's done, that'll be great. Oh yeah, it's done. Now you can see it's up to 40. It went from 20 to 40. So now this one can hold 30 berries instead of 10, which should do a good job, I think. So that will be nice. We can also see there's an extra house being built here. There's so many projects going on at this point. It's nice though, you can really plan out your village if you want to as well, because you can just place blueprints and not really assign it to be built. You can just put it down as a blueprint, and then they won't build it straight away, but it's just really nice to set out your village and go like, oh, this should go there, this should go there. So you can just say, oh, maybe I want this there. You can also move it afterwards, so that's really good. 250 wood, only 56 planks. So we might need some extra planks at some point. I also want extra miners so that we can actually get that extra amount of stones in. Could probably get a stone storage then too. Somewhere there. Oh well, so many things we have to do, but hey, there's plenty of time to do that and to be active with that. So we're not going to build a complete town in one stream. Have to save some for later. Ah, they're building the other canopy now. Very good. And again, if you want to be in the game, if you want to have a specific job, let me know and I'll put you in. If I have that job, of course. If not, but it's going to be later in the game, then you'll be added later in the game. So what plans do all of you have for the rest of the week? Tomorrow I'll be busy with both household stuff and making a few recordings for the channel. And of course spend time with little one when she comes out of school. And of course I have to get her up and have breakfast and bring her to school and stuff. And then Friday I have to work at a funeral, and then in the evening I'll be streaming. Could well be that we're just going to do Foundation again. I've not planned anything else yet. And I think it's fun to really get into this game, so stream this 2 times a week, and then Sunday, of course, will be some Satisfactory again, so that'll be nice. Work and gaming! Nice, 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 nice. In my opinion, this is still one of the nicest city builders who live up to my demands. Ah, very good, Rodo, very good. And you have high demands, so this must be good. May I be a monk? Yes, Gumblebrum. As soon as I get a monastery and I get monks in there, you can be a monk. Nice. Mostly prepping for the craft fair, but also baking a cake Thursday for my mom's birthday on Friday. Nice, nice. Well, congratulations already then. That's really cool. Right, we're gonna sell clothing here later, but we don't have to put somebody in yet, so we don't even have the tailor. Should probably build a tailor now so that we can actually start making some clothing. Oh, we don't have the coins for this. Oopsie. Well, at least we can place it, and then when we have the money, we can start to put it down. I think we should promote the villager to commoner at some point, so that we can have a weaver start making some cloth. There's the immigrants. We can promote one, and then make him a commoner and put him in the weaver. That'll be a good thing to do. Keep the screen open so I don't forget it. Wait until we get some money, but here's a trader. And hopefully he'll buy some goods from us. Yep, 80 coins now. So we made money on him. So let's build this. That's very good. But nice. Is it... Can you combine the things easily, Catherine? The crafting and stuff and your paleontology study? Or is it a struggle sometimes? Or how do you do that? I mean, to me it sounds like you're very busy and that's a lot to all jiggle around. Alright, we have a commoner now, and she's working. Very good. Yep, we followed that advice. We promoted our first villager. Now let's get the other jobs done. I want the extra miners, and... yeah, 3 extra miners actually, because we need the extra stones. We're completely out of stones. Yeah, you're welcome. Happy birthday to your mom. Real nice, real nice. Hope she has a great birthday. Village decorations. If villagers would enjoy decorations, those will increase the desirability of an area for better housing and provide beautification, which improves your prosperity. Alright, wow, that's a lot. A flower bush, a wooden bench, a village tree, a road sign, and a rope fence. Okay. Well, I don't know if we have unlocked all of that already, but we'll have to see. Mods. Ah, there we have the mod stuff. Transportation. No, I don't think we have unlocked many of that stuff yet. So we'll probably have to go over here and unlock some beauty. Yep, there they are. We have to get money first, then we can unlock this. Alright. Since I work for myself, I run my own schedule, so I work in the day and then do my researching and studying in the evenings or on the weekends. Okay, well, of course, I get that you make your own schedule, but then still, I mean, you can have a lot of nice job opportunities and also still studying and stuff. That can be quite complicated, so kudos to you for managing that and doing that. That's amazing. I know I wouldn't be able to get all of that wrapped around my head, so that's really cool, impressive. Well done, well done. How long do you still have to study? I told my wife she should embrace her mistake. She gave me a hug. No, really, it was on my mind. Okay, Ada, gaan we doen. Helemaal goed. Ada wants to be my first baker when we get to it. Well, we're gonna do that then. That would be so nice. Alright, we needed a bit of cloth to actually finish the market. And now we have 4, we just need 1 more. And then we can finish the marketplace and give this little market stall its 10. So that'll be nice. Here comes the tailor. But yeah, we have a little shortage in stone. So yeah, we have to keep working on that, but that should be okay. We have 52 villagers already. I believe you start out with 10 or 12. We have 52 right now. Happiness, very good. Just a few people miss housing. You can probably see that right here. It's this one and this one. They work in the woodcutter. We can see where they are. It's the woodcutters here. They don't have room to find a house yet. Could just extend the housing area a little bit here. Then they might be able to get a house. But I'm planning on starting a second little village out here with housing and stuff at some point. Not this stream, but we'll do that at some point. So that'll be nice. Paleontology is my special interest, so it's mostly for myself. But I hope to go to Open Uni when I afford to in the future with plans to become a fossil lab technician. Currently, I do my own research and take short courses online to further my knowledge and education in the field. Wow, that's impressive, Catherine. That's impressive. Real nice. So cool. Do you actually, can you combine the two? Like, I don't know, get, oh man, I have to get things in my head and say proper sentences. On one of your pictures that you posted a long time ago, I saw the big wooden plate where you had like the lion on, I believe. Can you also do stuff like that, but then put a dinosaur on it, or make something dinosaur-y from leather and stuff? Or do you have any plans for that, or how does that go? Because I guess that could be interesting as well. I would think there would be a market for stuff like that. Alright, these two. Are these the two? Tuflet and Darby. Yeah, they're not the ones that work there that have a house yet, so that's not gonna work out. We really need houses in this area. Mom says thank you for the birthday wishes. You're welcome, Mom. Have a great birthday. Friday. I'll be streaming, so I'll be thinking of her. Sending her great birthday wishes. Ooh, we're not really making money at the moment. How come? Oh, we have an upkeep to pay. Oh, we don't pay taxes yet. Well, let's start putting in taxes. This will incur a little happiness negative, but that's okay. We can afford that, and this will give us nice taxes. We have to get the taxes out of the houses, though, and that's not happening yet. We have to wait for the tax office to be done and then assign a tax collector. But when we do that, that will be great. So, market change is complete. Nice. We have improved the market. We get some coins for it that we can spend now. Yes, we can spend them on the tavern wall, or, well, we'll do the maintenance one. Let's unlock it. I can do anything on wood with pyrography. Plan to do some dinosaurs and saber-tooth skull next year. Also hope to start making leather dinosaur toys out of my scraps. Nice, Catherine. Nice. That would be so lovely. And don't forget to film it then, because of course we all want to see that. Alright, our tax collector's office is ready. We have to get a tax collector, but it has to be a commoner, so we have to wait for some immigrants. And as soon as they come in, we can get a tax collector. Now, of course, in this screen right now, there's no way to see what the taxes are and how much we make. Well, if you want to see what the taxes are, we just have to go to the economy screen. Here we can see our taxes. If you hover over this little icon with the $sign and you click it, you get to that screen. If you right click this, you all of a sudden see some numbers appear up here. This is the taxes that are accumulated in the houses, and the tax collector will do nothing more or less than just go by the houses and collect all the taxes that are stored in there. You can see that the big houses can hold up to 42 in taxes, the smaller houses can hold up to 14, and the tax collector will collect that money, which is really interesting. So if you want to see how much taxes are awaiting you in all the houses, you can just right click this icon and then you can see it. If you right click it again, it'll go away. Alright, lovely people, I'm heading into town. There's a cute cafe calling my name. Hope you all have an awesome day. Well, thanks for stopping by, Gumbo Brum. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Say hi to everybody in the cute cafe, and we hope to see you next time. Alright, let's go to the people. Sort by job. Unemployed. We'll promote you as soon as I have the money, but I don't have money. And as soon as I have the money, I will promote her and then make her the tax collector. So we have to open up this screen as well. And then we finally should be making some decent amounts of money, because right now we're not making a lot of money. Alright, let's see. I do believe we already have another birthday on the calendar for this month. Wasn't it like the 16th or something? I don't know. I have to check that later. Oh yeah, there's a little unhappiness bonus for the taxes, but that's okay. Come on, we should get the trader in so that we can make a bit of extra money. And then get a tax collector. Where's the trader? Trader, where are you? Nowhere near. So we're not making any money anytime soon. So unfortunate. Ah, ja, snap ik, Ara. Maar zover ben ik nog niet. En zeker in het begin vind ik de tax collector vaak wel even handig om een beetje op gang te komen. Maar inderdaad, op een gegeven moment heb je die niet echt meer nodig. Alright, well, we're on the good side of the labor. Not so much of the kingdom. Clergy, not that bad. Can be better, but it's okay. We're building the workshop now, so we can actually promote 2 people. We can also promote this one later on, and then we can have somebody in the clothing workshop. That will be nice. So here we can see our expenses and our income. Our income comes from quests and from trade right now. And we have expenses, construction, mandates, territories, upkeep and stuff. So we should be okay if we just get a trader in and he buys some goods. Then it should all be fine and we should be out of our money worries. It's not that we have a very bad economy at this point. It's just that we're doing so much construction that we spend a lot of money on that. But that should be okay. Tailor's done. So nice. I have no clue what you said, Ara, but I agree 100%. Ah, yeah, Gerbster's one. Nice. Thanks for looking it up, Kevin. You're amazing. All my mods are amazing, by the way. Thanks so much. But hey, all of you in here are amazing. You're such nice, lovely people. Always helpful, always thinking along, helping me out, being so nice, and saying nice words and stuff like that. So thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. Housing in... Ah, there comes the trader. Very nice. Come on. Buy some of my goods. Advice. Profit from taxing. It seems like your treasury is a little low on coins these days. Some of your villagers believe you could increase taxes for a while, and unless your treasury is back in shape. I am not... I have a monthly profit from taxes revenue above 100. Okay, well, we'll try and get that. Let's see if we can do that. Right now we don't, but... we can see there is some taxes accumulating right now, so that's already the good news. The bad news is we're losing money. Come on, trade me some planks and stuff. Well, we don't have that many planks, but we can sell some. That's okay. And then we get the tax collector. And if we have the money for it, I will also promote that other villager so that we can also start selling some clothing to the people. Let's get these 2 screens open so that we can promote these 1 or 2, depending on how much money we have. And get one in the tax collector's office. Now here we see the trader. It will go to the warehouse where the granary is, to the granary where the berries are. And then it should buy some. There we go. Well, we can do at least 1 and make that one a tax collector. You can see her outfit changed. Now we have a tax collector and that should collect us some money, so that's nice. 24 likes up to the 50. Ooh, well, that might be a little bit too high at the moment. But 24, it's amazing, people. Thanks so much for all that support. That's amazing. All right, well, we should be on the right track now with having a tax collector and getting some tax money in. That's nice. I really like that. And I really like to be streaming a nice and peaceful game like this again, where I have a lot of time to interact with chat, but also have a good time building. So that's great. I love it. Thanks so much. Oh, there's new immigrants coming in. Also very nice. 59. Yes. So we are actually getting the good money in now. Let's promote her and put her in the tailor. Then the next thing will be a market tender to sell those goods. And then we are also selling clothes to the people. Nice. Well, that's working out. Housing insufficiency, yes, I know. Immigration is high, which is good. The happiness is mostly affected by taxes, a little bit by entertainment. So some people at some point want a tavern, but we can't please them all at the same time. We have to be a bit patient and make sure that we please them all when we really can. Not before and not after. But things are running good. This is working out. This is okay. We have wool, we have cloth, we can make clothing now. So yeah, that should work out. I like that. Having said that, it has been past 10 p.m. It is time for me to start closing this off, get things ready, then wait till wifey comes home, talk to her a bit, and then go to bed. So I am going to say to each and every one of you, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for participating in this stream. I really hope you enjoyed. I know I enjoyed it a lot. And I hope to see you all back on Friday for another stream. Most likely also with Foundation. And well, I think that should be fun too. Again, we'll be expanding the village then. I'll be back Sunday with here at Evan Buramis. I hope to do some more Satisfactory. And of course, in the meantime, there'll be 2 Ostriv uploads that I hope you will all enjoy. I wish you all a great rest of the week. Have a lot of fun with that. And then soon enough, I'll be back again. Thank you all so much. And I also have to say thank you for following Tijgertje. That is really nice on the Twitch channel. That's amazing. Hope you really enjoyed the stream. And see you next time. Thank you all. And bye-bye.